Musical royalty. King Charles commissions 12 incredible pieces for his coronation at Westminster Abbey, with Andrew Lloyd Webber leading the list of elite British composers. Get ready for an epic coronation ceremony as His Majesty the King presents the new exciting anthem created by Lloyd Webber and 11 other unique pieces that promise to surprise and move you. Follow the video to understand the most important points about music and the King's coronation. Hello, noble subjects and curious people from all over the world. If you are fascinated by royalty and want to stay up to date with the latest news and gossip, this is the right channel for you. So, subscribe now to not miss any episode and stay on top of everything that's happening in the world of royalty. On Saturday, May 6th, a service will take place at Westminster Abbey, the location where coronations have been held since 1066. During the ceremony, bass baritone Sir Bryn Terfel, soprano Pretty Yend, and baritone Roderick Williams will perform solo accompanied by a special coronation orchestra conducted by Sir Antonio Pappano. The palace has announced that the musical program will blend tradition, heritage, and ceremony with new musical voices of today, reflecting the King's lifelong love and support for music and the arts. What are the musical works commissioned for King Charles's coronation? King Charles commissioned 12 new musical pieces for his coronation, including 6 orchestral works, 5 choral pieces, and 1 organ commission, all composed by renowned British composers. Among the commissioned works are a new coronation anthem by Andrew Lloyd Webber and a coronation march by Scottish film composer Patrick Doyle, responsible for the soundtrack of Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Lloyd Webber's anthem, written for choir and Westminster Abbey organ, as well as the ceremonial brass orchestra, features words from Psalm 98, and the composer hopes the work reflects the joy of the occasion. In addition, the musical program also includes a new solo organ commission, incorporating musical themes from Commonwealth countries, by Ian Farrington, and new works by Judith Weir, Sarah Klass, Nigel Hess, Paul Mealer, Tariq Oregon, Roxana Panufnik, Shirley J. Thompson, Roderick Williams, and Debbie Wiseman, the resident composer of Classic FM. Thompson expressed her honor in being invited to compose music for the coronation and emphasized that the divine ceremony will represent inclusion and diversity in its various manifestations, combining the traditional and the modern. Who will conduct the King's coronation service? Andrew Nethsingha, the current organist and master of the choristers at Westminster Abbey, will be responsible for conducting the music during the coronation service of King Charles and Camilla, the Queen Consort. He will oversee all musical arrangements and carefully selected the musical pieces for the ceremony in collaboration with the King. Nethsingha emphasized that the selection of music reflects the diverse culture of the present time. The Italian maestro Sir Antonio Pappano, who is the musical director of the Royal Opera House, will lead the coronation orchestra composed of musicians from the former patronages of the Prince of Wales, including the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra. Who will perform at the King's coronation? The main British soloists, Sir Bryn Terfel, Pretty Yend, and Roderick Williams, will perform at the ceremony. Williams, who will sing and contribute a new piece of music, highlighted the importance of the King's love for arts and music and expressed gratitude for the opportunity to showcase British musical production. The choir of Westminster Abbey and the choir of the Royal Chapel at St. James's Palace, along with female choristers from the choir of the Methodist College Chapel in Belfast and the choir of Truro Cathedral, will be responsible for singing during the service, which will be conducted by Andrew Nethsingha. In addition, the Ascension Choir, a gospel choir, and scholarship students from Westminster School will also perform, and the royal harpist, Alice Hoos, will join the coronation orchestra in honor of the King's relationship with Wales. One of the liturgical sections will be performed in Welsh. Before the service, Sir John Eliot Gardiner will conduct the Monteverdi Choir and English Baroque soloists in a choral music program, and a small group of singers from the Monteverdi Choir will also join the main choir ensemble for the service. To pay tribute to his late father, Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh, the King himself requested that the Byzantine Chant Ensemble perform Greek Orthodox music during the service. The fanfares will be performed by the state trumpeters of the Household Cavalry and the fanfare trumpeters of the Royal Air Force. Additionally, the great organ of the Abbey will be played by sub-organist Peter Holder and assistant organist Matthew Jorish. Are you enjoying the video? I know some of you are, so leave a like to help me. it will only take a few seconds. What other songs will be present at the King's coronation? Beloved English composers such as Byrd, Handel, Elgar, Walton, Perry, Vaughan Williams, and Sir Henry Walford Davies, who have traditionally been featured in coronations over the past 4 centuries, will have their music included in the King's coronation service. In addition, Welsh composer Sir Carl Jenkins, famous for his work on Adiemus, will also have his music featured during the ceremony, being considered one of Britain's most beloved and acclaimed composers. The full program of music will be announced in early May 2023. What music will be presented at the coronation concert? A concert will be held on the East Lawn of Windsor Castle, one day after the coronation, featuring an orchestra composed of the Household Division Bands and the Countess of Wessex's String Orchestra. The coronation concert will feature favorite songs led by some of the world's greatest performers, along with dance artists. The concert will have a special staging with localized effects on the East Lawn of the castle and will feature a selection of spoken word sequences delivered by stage and screen stars. In addition to the orchestra musicians, the concert will feature a specially created coronation choir, which will include singers from refugee choirs, NHS choirs, LGBTQ+ singing groups, and sign language choirs for the hearing impaired from across the UK. The choir will also be accompanied by a virtual choir composed of singers from throughout the British community for an evening performance. More details about the music to be played will be announced in early May 2023.